Alright, my peoples. So I know I haven't done a narcolepsy video in a long time, and there are definitely some reasons for that. And so we'll jump right into those reasons. Okay, I'm in my lane. Those of you who may remember that I torn hamstring, had a car accident, really bad back spasms, and so I had a back brace, hamstring brace, and of course I already deal with narcolepsy. So what I want to say in regards to that is how important listening to your body is, because I didn't necessarily, I slowed down, I slowed my pace. There's also some emotional things going on. But I continued through life. You know, I went to work every day. So I got condition in my hair. I'm headed to the pool, and that's one of the things to help protect your hair in the pool, to keep it from being dry, which my hair is already super dry. So, so I was going through those things physically, right? So my body is trying to heal. All the things that are working together to be able to deal with that. And then, of course, I have narcolepsy. Well, those of you who are a part of any of the narcolepsy networks, groups, studies, you know, the research studies, recently I received the email the last few months or so, that narcolepsy is now considered an autoimmune disease. Okay, great. What does that actually mean, right? So I do need to look more into that, but in getting that information, I began to think about that, plus the things that are already going on with my body trying to heal itself from my injuries. And then I end up getting a stress fracture from trying to still work out, even though it was modified. But I'm a very physical person, so for me to like not do anything is difficult. My students already, because I was struggling at work. It's a very physical job with have little children, so they already were missing all the things that I was doing with them, all the yoga, all the fun jumping up and get down games, running around, putting them on my back. They were missing those things, and so they felt the weight of me being injured. I never took a day off from those after getting those injuries, and I didn't think about it. And then, though this topic is pretty sensitive, and it's not my favorite to speak on, but it's necessary. When it comes to my menstrual cycle, and in general, I want to do a video for the ladies with narcolepsy, to see if in any way they believe that it could affect the way their menstrual cycle, the way that you experience your menstrual cycle, because mine is very violent on my body and I can't go to work. Now, there are other people in life who experience that apart from narcolepsy, but once again, after hearing the news about narcolepsy being an autoimmune disease, now I am trying to see how that's looking with whatever is going on with my body after having the test that I've had, and they can't find anything in terms of any uterine issues. So I have so many questions, and they won't be able to answer most of them because I have been having questions for years, and that's fine. But I want to do a video on that because I really want to see what other ladies are going through if you've experienced those kind of things. So there's that. But with the emotional stresses I was having, the physical stresses that my body was experiencing in the healing process, it really, looking back, right? And I'm looking back because my body is pretty much healed. And I'm so thankful for that. It's so funny, but not funny, right? All in 1 week, I had gotten food poisoning from some food that I'd eaten that was old. I left it out or something too long. Then I had, so I got food poisoning. I was on my menstrual cycle, and once again I bring that up because of how violent it is on my body. And then I got COVID that same week. I've been around people with COVID since we first learned about it. Literally been in their house, not even have a mask on. Sometimes have a mask on, and never got sick in any way. I also want to explore the vaccine and narcolepsy, those who've gotten the vaccine, because once again, it being an autoimmune disease that is newly explored, right? We don't know fully even all the things going with the vaccine apart from an autoimmune disease. But then you add that onto it, and now there's more questions of how it could possibly affect your health. So that's something else I would like to explore for those, and more so, I'm curious, asking questions for those who feel like they've experienced anything with that, and the answer could be no for you. So that's not a big deal. I'm not here to fight for or against anything. That's not the point of this. So anyway, conditioner. So like I was saying, just with all of that going on within my body, and realizing that it's an autoimmune disease, I just thought it was really important when I look back, like, man, I was still trying to function, not too regularly. Once again, I was trying to pace myself. I would tell the kids there's some things I can't do. And so when the back brace came off and the hamstring brace came off, the kids were like, Miss Hooper, can you do this now? Oh, like they were literally celebrating. Like they were like, oh yay, Miss Hooper, you could do yoga with us again, yay. Like they were really celebrating it. They really miss those routines and miss me being able to participate with them. And I didn't even think it was a big deal. Like, I'm just doing it, this old lady just doing it with them because it's fun and whatever. I didn't even think they cared, but just to see that they literally celebrated. It was so funny. They really were like, yay, Miss Hooper. It was so cute. I love those children. But anyway, so this is just a video of me coming back, just kind of resharing those things, but also just not knowing sometimes how compounded things can affect your body, and we just kind of move in space and exist, try to do our best, and we don't know, and others don't know. And so it is important, once again, I talk about advocating for yourself. It is very important to do so because people treat you the way you allow them to. That goes for anybody. Being mindful of that, taking space to rest and not feel ashamed. To share even what's going on with your body, and even if somebody else says, oh, you can tough it out, oh, you can deal with it, oh, it shouldn't be a big deal, you should be able to do this. No one else can tell you what you can do for your own body. No doctor, no anyone who cannot feel what you feel. So it is important for you to be very self-aware in those ways. So anyway, I just want to say that. Don't want to make this a really long video. I want to start doing more videos, but that's partially why I've been away. Just trying to process through that. I have not been the same at work. I normally go to work on the weekends and set up my class. Have not done any of that. I've really tried to slowly pace myself because I knew something just wasn't right apart from the things that I just shared. I was just experiencing extreme fatigue and it was just a lot of stress. And I'm not in that space currently, but self-care is so important. So take care of yourself. Please pass the peace.